All right, and we're rolling. Welcome to the next episode of this new comedy podcast called the Tism Report.
Tism Report.
I
Oh
am your
yeah.
host, Chris Fritz. I'm joined by my co-host, Mr. Jack Gautry. Jack, how are you today?
I'm doing great for sure, Chris.
Absolutely.
Mr. Fritz. Oh yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
I think your hands are wet, a bit
My
wet
hands are a
there,
bit
Mr.
wet. Yes,
Gautry. There,
indeed. Oh yep.
we got
I was
some.
fingering a hot lady
Okay.
earlier.
Oh, I don't believe you.
Yes. Well, that was the right
That's
instinct
a.
because I was. That's impossible. I was in the bathroom. There was no lady.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Ugh.
I'll tell you. We have something new.
Absolutely. Brand new segment. Jack, why don't you tell us about this segment?
I will tell you about the segment. Conspiracy report.
Conspiracy
Conspiracy report.
report.
Conspiracy
Conspiracy
report.
report. Conspiracy
Conspiracy report.
report.
Is it true? Probably
Oh,
not, but we'll tell you. Conspiracy report. We have a
perfect.
conspiracy to review.
And we also have that theme song. That's
And we
an
have that theme song.
amazing theme song.
It's
We have to
amazing.
we have to sing it every time.
We have to sing it every
Okay.
time. This is now
It's
law.
now canon
It's now
inside
it's
of the
canon.
canon of the
Yes, indeed.
podcast.
You
So,
can't fire it. It's too loose a cannon.
right.
Yes,
So,
indeed.
Jack, what conspiracy do you have to report on this
We
time?
have the Epstein conspiracy.
Absolutely.
Did he not kill himself?
All right.
Ooh. I mean, and there's a chance, I think, Chris, that he did kill himself. I
Yeah,
think we
there
should
is.
we should acknowledge this chance.
Yeah.
He did have a life of luxury, and then he was a criminal
Yeah.
in jail for child abuse.
Yeah.
That's criminals don't like that. They're not sympathetic to that sort of thing, generally speaking. I think that's the common consensus, Chris.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think for kind of like legal reasons, he did kill himself because
Yes. Mhm.
you can actually kind of really think of it. He lived like his life of crime, and
Life of
then
crime.
once he kind of got in jail for it, he kind of just realized, oh my God, what have I done? The
Yeah.
horrible horrors that I have committed, the
Scary horrors.
awful, awful things I've
Terrible
done. Yeah,
things.
he
Abusing
he really,
children.
yeah, he abused all
Con-
those children. Yeah,
verifiably in court
yeah, very
twice.
powerful. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very bad. So,
Very bad.
so he probably
So
felt
bad.
guilt.
He probably felt a little guilt
He
for what he
felt
did.
so very guilty
So very guilty.
that he
He
had to take his own life.
likely took his own life.
Yeah,
That's what we that's the official statement.
yeah,
There is a little bit of weirdness around the of course this is you've heard it all before. The guards weren't legally where they were supposed to be. They were
yeah.
charged with conspiracy, which is a crime.
Okay,
It is ironic that there's a conspiracy and the guards were charged with conspiracy. I think that's a little
okay.
bit of a weird.
Yeah, I guess
That's a
so.
weird
Maybe.
thing. That doesn't like kind of adds to the rumor just by
Yeah, I guess
association.
so. I
I
guess.
I get. I'm
I
not
guess
sure
it's
how to
something to
say.
talk about on our conspiracy
Yes,
reports. I
indeed. This
guess.
is PBS. Excuse me. NPR was reporting.
Hmm.
This is NPR verified.
Okay.
The cameras broke right afterwards.
Right.
This was the other thing. This is very suspicious.
Yeah. No
Yes,
cameras,
no cameras.
so
It's
they
like
don't have
and yeah,
video evidence of it.
they don't have his suicide of early his attempted earlier suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is another reason why he totally could have committed suicide.
Yeah.
This conspiracy is a rumor that a conspiracy rumor baloney
Yeah.
secret. Yeah, yeah, it's a loony conspiracy theory. It
Yeah.
is weird though. It is. Please correct me if I'm wrong. It's weird. It is
Mhm.
strange if you're not sure that the cameras weren't working with a prisoner of this status. This guy was hanging around with Bill Clinton and Trump for 15 years.
Yeah.
So it is a little strange. Also, like the reason why this is coming up now is the woman from the documentary on Netflix. I
Yeah.
think her name is Virginia from the Netflix
Yes.
documentary.
What's her name again?
Her name is
Virginia.
Virginia something. She has
Okay.
Virginia
Yeah.
V
I don't
Virginia.
know.
Kind of her
Miss
language.
Virginia. She
Uh,
also committed suicide, I believe.
yes, and
Yes.
she was on the Netflix show,
Yeah.
which was kind of like, and I think Netflix was kind of like from a business perspective, this isn't so bad. Which I'm sure that it's not good that
Yeah.
she committed
Maybe.
suicide.
Yeah.
She has a picture
That's
with
not good. Yeah.
Prince Andrew.
Yeah. Like he's one of the guys.
He's one of the guys who's accused.
Yeah.
Here's also
Yeah.
the
The
thing.
thing
Like,
is,
I don't know if
like,
you knew her age.
yeah. Yeah. Here's the thing.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, she probably, experienced all the abuse.
She
She's the
most
victim.
verifiably
Yeah.
did. I believe
She's the
so.
victim.
She's
Yeah.
a victim, a real
And
one.
yeah, I guess just really goes to show
Mhm.
that the victims of the child sexual abuse.
Yeah,
They are very haunted by this.
of course.
Yeah,
And
they're
they would be
haunted.
haunted
Yeah,
by this too.
it's
Hmm.
haunted and traumatic,
It's haunted and traumatic. I
and
mean,
so
scary. Hmm.
it's very likely that
Hmm.
very likely that she would become very depressed and
It would be. Hmm.
you know
Hmm. See, we're
unalive herself.
yeah,
And
we don't play sides on the
yeah,
Tism Report all the time. We like to look at the other side because what if there is
yeah,
something there that is valid? I mean, if you're abused in this way by the richest people in the world,
yeah,
and it like you know that they're like evil and they run the world,
yeah,
wouldn't you be a little depressed if you knew that firsthand, if you
yeah,
experienced that firsthand? I would. That would be horrible.
yeah. That'd be horrible.
It'd be horrible, and I'm sure she knows it. I'm sure, like
Yeah,
she was convicted him in court of doing this to
yeah,
her. He had done this before
yeah,
with someone in Florida, a child in Florida.
yeah.
He got
He
incredibly
did it.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a sweetheart deal for that. You hear about this?
Well, now what is it?
Oh, dude, he abused a child in
Yeah.
court, and they found him guilty in court for it.
Okay.
He got no, he had to just spend the nights in jail,
Hmm.
and he worked during the day.
Okay.
I don't know. I think he maybe had dirt on somebody. That just like he abused a
Yeah,
kid in
probably.
Florida, and he was convicted of it.
Yeah, kind of. It's
A
also
little weird.
Florida, which is a
It's Florida.
yeah, so it's like a lawless wasteland out there. So pretty sure.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Florida. I literally like my grandparents used to live down there. There was weed in the cars. You could
Yeah.
smell it when they drove by.
Yeah.
I
Your
slept.
grandpa's grandparents had weed
They
in.
they had weed in the
Okay.
'60s when
Okay.
it was
Nice.
really bad. Am I
Yeah, like
wrong?
the '60s.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's this is when all the drugs were.
That's
I
when all
swear.
the drugs were really popping.
Seriously, yeah.
But seriously, they did weed.
You have no idea.
Oh yeah, you have no idea. The
Yeah.
drugs in the '60s were
They did.
crazy.
They did all of the
I
drugs.
I technically have no idea if I can verify this,
Yeah.
but my grandma said this happened too, so I feel like this is probably true. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a miracle there's any drugs left. They should have done them all in the
They
'60s.
should have
Like
really done them all in the
they, I
'60s.
don't really believe that.
I don't either. Like, I'm surprised that
There's still
marijuana is
drugs. Yeah,
as popular as it
they
is because it's scary.
smoked all the weed.
You
Yeah,
take like a second puff and you're like scared.
yeah,
If it's good weed, you're like scared all of a
yeah,
sudden, or your body's like mellowed out, but your brain is like, shit, I'm
yeah,
high.
yeah. I think that comes from the fact that it's
Yeah.
illegal and the cops might
That's
arrest you
most of
for
it.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
that's where the kind of like the fear and the paranoia comes from. I
Exactly.
think.
Yeah. If you're
Yeah,
happy and you're high, you're probably gonna just be more happy.
yeah.
But I will say it does stress you. Well, 50, technically it's 50% of the population will get way more stressed out on weed.
Okay.
The other half, like my
Where
former
do you hear
roommate.
that?
Well, I heard this on the internet.
Okay.
Um,
Very reliable
and Bill
source.
Maher. Bill Maher said it was a
So,
third.
yeah,
So I need to cite my sources there. In
yeah,
my
more
own experience,
more source. Yeah,
that's about how true it is. I've spoken with women. Some women get very scared.
yeah,
Some women are like, I don't fucking care.
yeah.
We do stuff, and I'm like, I'm kind of like, if I get too high, I'm like, I don't want to move. I just want to sit around and eat food.
Yeah,
That's what I normally do with my with my paranoid girlfriend back at Wheaton,
yeah,
my old college. We just sit around high and drunk and eat food.
yeah. That
Watch.
sounds.
That's all it
That's what
was.
high is. Yeah,
That's what high is to
that's what
me.
weed is. Yeah,
And some women are just like, we should have sex. And I'm like, that's not what I wanted to do on
yeah.
this drug.
Sometimes.
Sometimes,
I
yeah.
guess so.
Some people do say it
Maybe. Yeah.
feels good. I don't really want to get high and have sex. I'd
Okay.
rather have sex sober, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Well, like, I don't know. Yeah, this conspiracy review,
Mm.
I should probably get back on.
Yeah. Okay. I guess we got
to
to.
sex.
Yeah. I guess.
Pretty quick. Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, I
You want to
believe
go
that,
back? Yeah.
I believe that Jeffrey Epstein wasn't. I don't know this obviously
Yeah.
because I'm not some crazy guy who's like, I know it's true.
Yeah.
I know it's true.
Yeah. We don't want to go crazy
I don't
here.
want to. We don't want to go
Now
crazy.
we have conspiracy review, and we
Yeah.
don't want to keep all our heads. You know.
Exactly. We want to keep
Don't-
cool
don't-
heads. On the contrary.
Don't want to just go off and believe in some stupid bullshit.
Exactly,
Yeah.
which is unfortunately super easy, and it's super fun to just do that.
Yeah.
By the way. But we got to keep our heads. We got to be rational.
Yeah.
Is it possible? There's a lot of, there's a lot of loose ends with the Jeffrey Epstein thing.
Yeah.
You're not sure. Like I said,
Yeah.
there's the freaking cameras and the guards.
Yeah.
And the fact that his roommate was supposed to be in his room, but he wasn't somehow. He had extra blankets. It's a lot of weird. It's just four things that I'm like, okay, well, there's a little
things,
something there. And also the woman committing suicide recently.
Yeah, that's really sad.
Yeah, that's sad. That's so sad.
Yeah, I also remember.
Good for business.
Yeah, like when Virginia
Yeah.
unalived herself.
Was she unalived herself?
Yeah. When I remember kind of like online. I remember it
Yeah.
coming to light that she tweeted out this saying
Hmm.
she wrote like a tweet that said, "I'm not suicidal at all, and if I do commit suicide, somebody got to me."
Did she actually say that?
I'm paraphrasing, but it's a tweet.
That is
So
the greatest tweet maybe ever.
yeah, so
Well,
so
that's
maybe somebody should look into that.
okay. Well, that adds a little bit more fuel to the conspiracy fire.
Yeah,
Jeffrey Epstein would have been powerful enough to have gotten himself whacked. I do,
yeah,
because like the
yeah,
mob, like history repeats itself. We know there's a Mexican mafia. No, nothing against them,
yeah. The
obviously.
cartel.
The cartel, they
Yeah,
don't have someone for this.
yeah,
Yeah, he's probably ex-military. I have no idea.
yeah.
I'm talking out of
We
my
got to
ass
talk
about it.
about the cartel.
Mhm.
The friends of the show, the
Friends of
cartel.
the show, the
Yeah,
cartel.
got nothing bad to say about them. Don't
Yeah.
please don't kill us.
Please don't kill us. And
Please
if and
don't
if
kill
and
us.
if
Yeah.
we are somehow unalived,
Yeah.
are we suicidal? I don't think we're
No, we
not
aren't.
suicidal. Yeah,
We
exactly.
aren't.
We're
We
not
need that on the
suicidal.
we need that on the
We
record
need
here,
that on
Jack.
the
We're not.
record now.
We're not.
We're not
We're not
suicidal.
suicidal. So
Yeah, we're
when
not
that happens,
suicidal.
please investigate.
Please investigate. It wasn't our.
It wasn't us.
We didn't consent to anything like
No.
that. We didn't. Yeah. We didn't. We
What?
wouldn't have wrote a note or anything.
No.
Or yeah, exactly. Yeah. I get.
No, we
Well,
didn't do it.
we didn't do it. We
We
wouldn't
didn't
commit
do it.
suicide, not unless things got
All
really,
right.
really bad.
Yeah.
If things got really, really, really bad, and somehow, some way, maybe we would. But I get.
Even
Yeah.
still, no.
It wouldn't. It would be. That would be a last resort.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure I would. I think I'd be too much of a pussy,
Yeah.
honestly. Yeah.
Uh.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Okay.
Anyway,
So I
well,
really do believe
yes.
that also
Hmm.
on the contrary side,
Uh-huh.
Epstein, he had a lot of powerful
He had a
contacts.
lot of powerful
He had
contacts.
contact with a lot of powerful people, and he had dirt.
It totally
He
had
had
dirt.
dirt,
He
yeah.
had
He
footage.
had the list,
He had
the
the
Epstein
list.
list.
Yeah, a lot of powerful
That's
people.
still doing it. So,
Hmm. Yeah.
uh,
Bill and Melinda Gates divorced.
yep.
I don't know if it had anything to do with
I don't know.
Epstein, but
Yeah,
I mean, Bill Gates did hang out on that. He
I don't
hung out with
know.
him quite a bit. I don't want to Bill Gates probably. I don't think Bill
So
Gates is a pedophile.
no.
No, I think he could.
Also, you know who else was on the list?
Who's on the list?
Stephen Hawking. Yeah,
Oh my god.
the late great Stephen Hawking. So
That's a porn
yeah,
category if I've ever
yeah.
seen one.
So
Jeez.
at least he was making sure those girls got an education.
I'm
Yeah.
looking for a nerd for
Okay.
my computer.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
just
You got
my
the
type.
physicist. Yeah.
Yeah, wink.
Then you can teach the girls physics. And they'll go on to get good jobs and a
When
good
there's a
good.
push,
Uh,
there's a pull.
there's a, okay.
I want to play with your button.
That's not. We have to, oh, you broke me.
Bro, Stephen Hawking on that island would be the best. Would be the funniest thing. That smile. Oh my god, that smile. He's a smart guy.
Yeah.
He's a smart guy.
He's
Supposedly, and
great.
you were
Yeah.
talking, he would kill in strip clubs. He was the guy because he
Yeah.
had all the money, and he was in a fucking wheelchair, and
Yeah.
everyone knows it's Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, and he cheated on his wife.
He
And
did.
he had an affair. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
He's a guy.
I don't. He's
He's
a. I like how
he's
you're
a
like
man,
he
man.
cheated on his wife. It's like,
Yeah.
well, he's a guy, you know.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I've helped a
You
woman
see.
cheat before. I'm not
Okay.
proud of it,
You
but
helped her cheat?
I helped her cheat. I
Okay.
might have had a girlfriend at the time too, but
Okay.
it was on. We didn't put labels on it. I did have sex with that woman too. Whatever.
Okay.
It's not a big deal.
No big deal.
It's no big. I do feel guilty about it still a little bit. I'm just like I should feel some guilt for that, and I
Okay.
just do.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know if I'm innocent or not with that one. I think I'm probably not innocent.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I guess this isn't a court of law,
it's not a
so
court of law.
so we're not judges here.
Yes,
We're
it's a
not judges
we're
and
not judges.
juries
We do
here.
judge, but
Yeah, I'm not a lawyer.
I'm not a lawyer. I wouldn't do it again.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think it's not a crime
Oh,
to cheat on
alright.
someone. It isn't. So that's
Okay.
thankfully, because then
Okay.
my I have a family member who was his ex-wife. Well, technically she's in my family. Whatever. He
Okay.
has allegedly cheated, but I don't know if this is. I think I've noticed some of my female friends, one of them in particular, she likes to make her ex look like the bad guy. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
She's it's kind of funny because I called her and I was like, how's your Jamaican boyfriend? And she's like, he's a monster. And
Okay.
I'm like, you're just saying that. And she's like, I am. She's my friend, my
Yeah.
detransitioned friend from P Town. Great girl.
Okay.
But she's like, I am just making him look mad. I'm like, what? Is he a little mean? She's
Yeah.
like, he's a dick. And I'm like, but you like dicks. And she's like, I know. And I'm like,
Okay.
see, this is the thing. It's like, yeah. I think it's okay to make
Okay.
your ex.
Yeah.
It's okay to make your ex look kind of like the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what really happens
Mhm.
is like people always just try to justify
Mhm.
things in their heads, so they just
Yeah.
keep telling themselves like,
Mhm. Exactly. We try to
yeah, whatever
justify
they're doing
things.
it
Yeah.
is justified. Like
You
even
gotta.
if
Yeah.
you're kind of doing bad things, you're just
Yeah.
trying to justify it. So
Exactly. She would have cheated
yeah.
anyway. If you have any questions about it, I'm open. I'm an open guy about it. I
Yeah.
don't care.
Open relationship.
Open relationship. I'm not a yeah, open
Yeah.
relationship. I'm not although their prom was last night for the high schoolers. You know
Okay.
this, Chris? So
I
on
I don't
topic
know.
of Jeffrey Epstein,
Yeah.
you know,
Good transition there,
good
Jack.
transition.
You're
Yeah.
getting better at podcasting, man.
Speaking of prom,
Yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein, there was a big party in Yarmouth last night,
Okay.
and somebody got a guy, and the party got busted. My brother was there. He's in no trouble, but he was at the party, a big
Okay.
after party for prom. People were.
Nice.
A guy got one of the dad allegedly
Partying, yeah.
solicited he gave alcohol to minors.
Okay.
And I am
That's a little something.
it's a little something.
That's something,
Am
something.
I moralizing it? Look,
Yeah, we're not judges here. I'm not a judge.
I'm not a judge.
I'm not a lawyer. Yeah.
I'm not a lawyer. I don't think giving alcohol to children is the best thing in the
No,
world.
no, no good.
I'm not a here I'm not opposed to it. Okay?
No.
I know this might be I'm not responsible for giving alcohol to minors, I don't think. I was served alcohol as a minor.
Oh boy.
Were you served alcohol as a minor ever? No?
Never.
Never?
Never.
I guess I had an
I'm boring.
alcoholic
Yeah.
girlfriend. I had an
Yeah.
alcoholic girlfriend, so this is
Okay.
probably why. She
Yeah,
was a
that's
little
probably
older
why.
than me.
Huh.
Yes.
Wow.
I know. I
Okay.
don't know why I was. I guess
How older was she?
she was only like a year older than me, but
Okay.
it's still older.
Okay. Yeah.
So she would give me alcohol, and that was a great thing.
Yeah.
I liked it. A lot of kids will drink alcohol, and it's not the end of the. Alcohol is literally worse. There's an
Yeah.
NBC is reporting this.
Yeah. I
Alcohol is
remember that.
literally worse than fucking heroin and cocaine for your body.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't know that until NBC. If NBC is
Yeah.
honest, which I think they generally are,
Yeah.
that is very strange for me
Based
to.
on a scientific
What the
study.
fuck?
Yeah.
I don't, it makes me kind of. I think I
Yeah.
might have
You
said this
got
before. I kind of want to do it now
it. Okay.
because I'm like, it is. Obviously, I
Nice.
wouldn't do it, but
Let's get the advertisements, man.
get the
Let's
advertisements,
just
man.
get billboard advertisements. Hey, it's better to get
Legalize.
alcohol. Yeah.
It's better than alcohol. Safer
Yeah.
than alcohol. Cocaine, heroin, safer.
Yeah.
It's safer than alcohol, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, I mean, like I think
There we
Colombia
go.
could if they legalized it, the cokeheads would go down there, and it would be good for the economy down there.
Yeah.
I just
Colombia.
Colombia, I
How is
don't know.
it
I
not legal in
it's
Colombia?
it's not legal in Colombia.
Okay. I
Mhm.
just can I
Yeah.
just kind of figured that basically everywhere that's not America is just a lawless wasteland. Being
Yeah,
honest.
exactly. If
Yeah.
we're being honest, I mean, if something bad
Yeah.
happens in Canada, who's gonna know about it?
Yeah. Nobody will know.
It's like a tree falling in the woods,
Yeah.
Unless
So
there's a tape recorder or a video camera in that woods,
yeah.
you're not gonna. Yeah,
Yeah.
yes,
So
indeed. We're gonna give like
so
a marijuana, an old school marijuana user a flashback, just like,
yeah.
how could I not see the game camera?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, man. I like
Ugh.
most of the world's pretty civil. I think
Yeah. I
like
think so.
Europe is pretty civil, low crime rates.
Yeah.
America's pretty low crime rates.
I don't know.
Realistically, we have
Yeah.
pretty low violent crime rates. Uh,
I don't know.
I don't know. We have low.
I
Let's.
don't really want to
I don't
draw
want.
any conclusions,
I don't want to draw a conclusion.
but I think
We have problems.
yeah,
Everyone knows it.
yeah.
But it's not like
Uh,
some other countries that have less
That's all I
money
was gonna say.
tends
Yeah.
to be the thing. Lack of poverty tends to, and this sounds very liberal of me.
Yeah.
Poverty tends to create more crime. I think. Is that
Yeah.
do you agree? Yeah,
Yeah.
I
That's
think I
basically
agree.
it.
That's normally the
So
case.
gotta
Hmm.
solve it by giving people money.
You gotta solve it by giving people money.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
solve the poverty and then
Solve the poverty.
solve the crime. Yeah.
Solve the crime. I think
Get rid of the crime. Yeah.
yeah, as far as politics go, the healthcare system, I think Republicans agree that's kind of fucked up. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? The Democrats and Republicans, this is kind of a point of agreement. I think.
Hitting the mic,
I
man.
just hit the mic. Is this thing on? I think I just fucked with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. I don't. This is not even my joke. I don't think, but I like the woman who's just like, she will tap the penis. She'll be like, Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. It's like, is this thing hard?
Okay. Okay.
Testing 1 2. Is this thing hard? Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
It's not. Well, I can use it to
Probably.
pleasure myself anyway.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I'll just go into Fantasyland mode.
I guess.
Yep. Yes, indeed. I'll tell you. Yeah. So,
So, what are you talking about?
what was I talking about? I was talking about children
Okay.
there and
Children.
abuse,
And abuse, yeah.
alcohol abuse and sexual abuse.
Okay.
If they're like similar ages, I think being sexual with the children. If you're a similar age to that child,
Yeah,
and you
no.
are a child
Yeah.
yourself, it's so bad. But if you're
Okay.
an adult, it's like there's a law around it, probably for
Yeah.
good reason, and probably for good reason.
Yeah, a lot of good
A
reasons.
lot of good reasons. I think that prostitution should be allowed for adults.
Oh, yeah?
I think alcohol should be served to people at least 18. I think like you've heard you.
Yeah, I think in
Yeah.
like the UK, the drinking age is 18.
You're right. It is.
Yeah.
Why can't you can serve in the military at 18? Why can't you serve alcohol to minors? Why can't you
Yeah.
serve alcohol to minors if they're 18? This is so original. The point I'm making, you've
Yeah.
never heard it before.
Yeah, I
You've
get
never
it.
heard this point before. If you could serve in the military, you could buy a beer.
That's a great character, man.
Yeah, I've seen that guy 1,000 times in different bodies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
But,
I'm sympathetic to the buying of children. Excuse
me. You're going to buy the children.
Or alcohol, not children.
You're going to buy some children.
I just wanted to like run right there. Like, that's not what I meant. Yeah, alcohol for children.
Okay.
They do it fine in Europe, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, Europe. A lot of those countries are alcoholic countries. I don't want to be mean to.
Who cares? That's
Spain. Who cares?
It's the UK or whatever.
UK.
I know. Like I said, like
they do their jobs.
Yeah, like the drinking age is like 18, and they're. I guess they're getting okay.
They are
They're
okay. They're okay. The UK's fine.
I haven't been there, so I
haven't been there either.
I can't tell you.
I actually did go. I actually told you I once went there once. Yeah.
Oh,
when I
yeah?
was a minor, when I was 9 years old.
Okay, when you were 9.
And I told this already on the podcast. I was in a bus, or excuse me, a train.
Okay.
And I was against the woman, and it was like Black Friday. My dad was like, it's really packed. It's Black Friday, so be aggressive to get in the bus.
Okay.
And my penis was right up against her, and I got hard at 9 years old.
Okay.
And I felt so bad.
Nice.
I felt so bad about it.
Bad pee-pee.
Bad pee-pee. Bad pee-pee. Yeah. But yeah, so that was not fun. I'll tell you. That was a Black Friday I will never forget, and I felt ashamed for a long time. But I was 9, so I feel like that's pretty good excuse.
Yeah, maybe forgive yourself.
I'm gonna forgive myself because I was 9.
But, yeah, time heals all wounds.
Time heals all wounds.
Moons, yeah, heals the moon.
Moons. Yeah.
Heals the moon. We're gonna go to the moon.
It was hard. That made me hard. That moon, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yes, indeed. I feel if you're watching, lady, I'm sorry. I was 9
Sorry.
years old. I don't know if you even care to remember this.
Wherever you are in the world.
Yeah, wherever you are in the world. Maybe my
Jack Autry is sorry.
I'm sorry. Yes, I am sorry.
Yeah.
My penis probably got hard as a child.
Yeah.
For you. That's gotta be uncomfortable for like. This is how I bet like an Epstein would like. He would probably try and moralize, because you know how we were talking about moralizing. He would probably be like, "Well, when I was 9 years old,
yeah, probably.
I was attracted to adult women.
Yeah, probably.
If I was a 9-year-old girl, I'd be attracted to adult men like myself.
Nice.
Like I'm Jeffrey. This is not how he talks.
That's the character again.
That's
the character you did earlier.
The character, yeah. Is it the same voice?
Yeah, it is.
Why can't I buy her beer?
Yeah. That's the same.
Why can't I get her drunk?
Yeah.
Fuck her.
Because she's 9 or whatever.
She's 9,
yeah.
and it would be really bad to reproduce at that age.
And
they still do that. They still do a little bit of that in the Middle East. It's not cool. I don't think anyway. It's not good for the health of the child or the baby.
No.
So we're better than you, Middle East. We're better than you. Kind of moral superior, I'll tell you. Right on, I'll tell you.
Oh,
anyway,
perfect.
But I think
there you got your rope.
I got my rope. Yeah, playing with my rope. Porn's great, but strip clubs.
Okay.
Strip clubs are closest. This pretty much the closest thing to legal prostitution this country has.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think Jack, what Jack just did, he was kind of segueing to our next topic of discussion here.
Oh yeah.
You see, Jack has just turned 21 years of age. Jack,
I turned 21.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And now, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
You are ready to go into strip clubs.
I'm ready to go into the strip clubs.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah,
I have not gone before. And now you're
virgin to it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But you see,
Yes.
since I've been going to strip clubs for quite a while.
You're a veteran
A
strip
veteran,
clubber.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I need to get my
So,
cherry popped. Oh yeah.
absolutely. So,
Mhm.
but right here, right now,
Mhm.
on this podcast,
Yeah.
I'm going to impart some of my strip club knowledge on you.
Please impart the knowledge.
Yeah, some
Mhm.
stuff I've learned of how to navigate the strip clubs
Navigate.
and so on, and making
Uh-huh.
sure you have the best time in the strip club. So,
Best time in the strip club. Partying, partying. Fun,
uh,
fun, fun. Love, love, and the
that's
strip club.
nice.
All
Okay.
above. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yes. Mm-hmm.
where to start or where to begin, Jack? Are you ready? Ready
I'm
to
ready,
receive the
Chris.
knowledge?
I'm ready to receive the
Okay.
knowledge.
First off, uh,
Mhm.
this actually, we're going to start before you even go into the strip club. We're going to
Ooh,
start with your preparation. So, first off,
preparation.
I like to dress really nice. You know?
Nice. Got dressed to impress.
Yeah, dress to impress. So, when all the girls are around you, they'll see you dressed all nice, and they'll think you have more money than you do. They'll think
It's
you're
all about
rich.
the
Yeah.
optic.
Yeah. So they'll be really nice to you.
Oh yeah.
And one of the major things you gotta really impart to you,
Hmm.
you need money here,
You need
Jack.
money for the strip club.
Yeah, you
Understood.
need
Yeah.
money. Do you have money?
I do have money. Thank you,
Nice.
McDonald's.
Thank you, McDonald.
Yeah.
So, what you really want is a whole lot of paper money.
Paper money. Yeah.
Well, you don't really have like a credit card or a debit card or anything.
Something to give to a drug dealer.
Yeah, so take a lot of paper money.
Paper money.
And one thing you also got to do, make sure you have like a lot of ones.
A lot of ones.
Yeah, you need a lot of
Mm.
ones because
Mhm.
we're gonna be making it rain on the girls.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Mhm.
gonna
Those
need a
ones
lot of
add up.
those.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. The
So
ones are gonna be like who's going into a strip club with if you're super rich, you'd be going in with 20s.
yeah,
I wouldn't do that because that seems like a bad idea.
yeah. You're going. You
That
don't
seems
want
like a
to.
mistake.
You want to make it rain with the ones, not
Mhm.
make it rain with the 20s.
That would be a really that
Yeah,
would be a really bad financial decision.
yeah. You can still have the
Mhm.
20s, but you're gonna use them for something different.
Exactly. You can still have the 20s.
Yeah,
That's for later.
yeah. For later, we'll
Yep.
get to another rule. Okay.
Yeah.
But very expensive. So
Very
things are
expensive.
expensive. You got to make sure
Mm.
you got money.
Hmm. Hmm.
And also, paper money is just be very cognizant of how much money you've spent, how
Oh
much
yeah.
you have
Yeah. Could you
in your
imagine
pocket.
like
Yeah,
being broke in a strip club? That
yeah,
would
yeah.
suck.
And
Mhm.
what they actually have ATMs there.
Oh, thank God. They have
So
ATMs.
yeah, but
Like the dispensaries. Yeah.
yeah, the ATM fees, they're really high.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I swear it's
They're
like
preying on the heartstrings. They're
yeah,
preying on the heartstrings.
yeah,
Hey,
they're preying on you, man.
that's it. They're
It's
preying.
predatory,
It's
man.
predatory. They're
I
gonna touch your arm
absolutely
and you're gonna feel all nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then they'll be getting you with ATM fees.
ATM fees. Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, so
Hmm.
I think one of the main takeaways here is I don't like ATM
I
fees.
don't like it either. It seems like you're like being robbed
Yeah,
almost.
yeah, so
It's
you're
like,
just
oh,
being
you want
robbed.
paper money for the girl?
Yeah, it's like a scam
It's
or
a
whatever.
total scam. They do
Yeah,
that at dispensaries too. It's so fucked
yeah,
up. Although at least it's main dispensaries. I think I might have. I'll say this
yeah,
again and again. The Massachusetts ones will screw people over financially. It's kind
yeah.
of fucked up down there. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, like in dispensaries, like they
Mhm.
have to have ATMs
Yeah.
because
I would know.
they can't deal with cards. They have to do with
Yeah.
cash.
It's
Yeah,
not federally legal still.
yeah, it's still very legal, so they can't have bank accounts.
Yeah.
They just
Totally sketchy.
yeah, they just have a lot of cash and paper money in their place.
Yeah,
So
I was buying like they're not allowed to sell pens and stuff in the dispensaries.
yeah,
They will sell them to minors. It's true. Also,
really
it's all paper money, so it's kind of like what?
untraceable.
It's
Oh,
untraceable.
I
Yeah.
guess so.
Would it be horrible if we find out like a stripper was like a 13-year-old and we're like,
Oh god, that would suck.
that would suck. I
That
feel
would
like
be like
that would totally suck.
that'd be all bamboozled.
I would be
That'd
totally
be I'd
bamboozled.
I'd have
We would
to
have been
we'd have
bamboozled.
to
Yeah,
talk to the manager of the club.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like she had a
What?
really good fake ID.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
we would get very mad.
We would get very
So if
mad.
that
Yeah.
happened, get mad and talk to the manager and storm out.
Exactly. Talk to the
Okay.
manager. You'd probably get some money for doing that. It's like
Oh,
I was
I
forced
was
to get a lap dance from a
forced. Yeah.
13-year-old.
I don't know. You could take him to court or whatever.
I think you could take him to court.
I
Yeah.
guess so.
That wouldn't be your
That
fault.
sounds like a thing, yeah. I don't know.
Bill Gates would never want to use that argument.
No, don't use.
I was told she was 20. I didn't know she was 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good argument.
That's
I
a good
guess.
argument, though, Bill.
So let's get back onto it.
Back onto it.
So,
Mhm.
actually, if you do kind of just don't want to bring a lot of ones with you,
Mhm.
you can actually probably like ask like a bartender or
Mm.
like one of the guys there, and you can probably just give them like a 20, and they'll probably give you back a bunch of ones or something.
A bunch of ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's
also, yeah, for some reason, also in the strip clubs, you'll
Wow.
encounter $2 bills for some reason.
Twos in the strip club.
Yeah.
What the? Why?
They just give them out as change, and when you buy stuff, you'll probably get $2 bills and change. So imagine like you give them 20, and they'll give you back $20 back in $2 bills. So
Why $2 bills?
I don't know. I think it's like a trick. I think it's like a
It's
trick.
got to be tricking.
It's like, yeah,
There's got to be some.
it's tricking somebody. Yeah.
Why would?
It's kind of, it's not really like a scam. It's more kind of like a little bit of a trick.
It's got to be because why would it?
Yeah.
Be $2? I mean, I think it is.
Because yeah, they're
Money's a scam.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Kind
But
of is, but you know, it's important.
yeah, but in their scenario, inside of the club, there'll be people making it rain. You know.
Yeah.
And they won't be keeping track of what they're.
I just hit the mic again.
Yeah.
I'd be the worst stripper ever. I'd just be like lunging for dudes' junks. I'd be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, buy me a drink, please."
That's probably one of them. There's probably one stripper out of there.
Yeah, that's how I
That's
was.
probably one of
Get
them, yeah.
fired as a stripper the first day is for sexually assaulting the customers.
Oh yeah.
With my
Good try with that.
good try. I thought it would make me more money.
You have no idea, Mr. Jack. Okay,
Did they
so
actually do that?
let's
If
keep
you're
going.
lucky.
Let's keep going
Let's
here.
keep going.
So you'll encounter $2 bills.
Mhm.
Be cognizant of them. Be
Yeah.
aware of them. So I get to here gets my one very big point.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
thing that really makes a good strip club
Mhm.
are the girls.
Hell yeah.
You can have a sound system and lights, all that, nothing.
Yeah. It's nothing without the girls.
Right.
Girls, girls, girls.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
So here comes my number one most important rule for a strip club. Just treat the women with respect.
Treat the women with respect.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Always with their respect. Just
Always
actually
respect women, yeah.
actually talk to them. Act
Actually
like
talk to them.
they're
Mhm.
part. Treat
they're
them
a
like a
human being.
person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just talk to them very nice. Be very polite.
You gotta be. They're at work.
You know, with respect.
And
so.
they're a stripper.
Yeah.
Because you gotta respect the stripper.
Yeah, you gotta respect
Mhm.
them. They're gonna be so very nice to you. If you treat them with respect, they're gonna be so very nice to you.
Of course,
Jack.
it's mutual respect. Yeah.
They're gonna be so nice to you.
Is there anything worse
They're
than having a
gonna
stripper be
love
rude to
you.
you?
That's gotta be.
That's gotta be bad. They're a
That's
professional
bad, man.
dancer.
Yeah.
Their job is to dance.
Yeah.
They're like, ugh. If they don't like you and they're dancing, they immediately look like they're better.
Yeah.
It's like, but they're
Ugh.
it's like Trump with Epstein when they were dancing. It's like,
Oh,
they like who do they think they are?
Yeah.
They think they're better than us dancing.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah.
Ugh. She's going back to him. So treat the women with respect.
Respect the women.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're working. They're making money.
Yeah, they're working.
I like that saying. I don't think this is. I think this
They're
is.
doing their jobs, man.
She's working harder than an ugly stripper.
Yeah.
Ugly hooker.
Ugly hooker.
Yeah, I think that's that's ugly hooker's mine. The ugly stripper's been said so many times I had to change it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing to warn you about. It's going to be loud. They're going to play loud music.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
The music's gonna make us a little dumber.
Yeah, loud techno music. So you want to talk to the women, but sometimes you gotta yell over the loud music.
Yeah.
Just speak to these women and have a nice conversation.
Yeah. I know we're turning off all the women viewers, but but what is the biggest set of breasts you've seen at a strip club? Men like big breasts. It's a fact. I have no control over this. We have no control over this feeling.
This big one, yeah.
What's the biggest ones?
I think they're Stormy Daniels' breasts.
Stormy's are huge.
Yeah. They're nice.
They're nice.
They're good ones.
Are they natural?
No.
No. Who needs natural?
Yeah.
With the big boobs. I
don't. Yep. Sometimes you need the fake ones.
Sometimes you need the fake ones. I was with natural H-cup tits one. You know.
Yeah.
But the woman, and obviously they were huge. After the surgery, she got surgery. There was a small line on the boobs. not
Boobs, yeah.
noticeable. Didn't really care
Should you
for
get them enlarged or
smaller.
smaller?
Because
Okay.
she was having horrible back problems.
Oh,
Also,
okay.
like her boobs were it was kind of cartoonish. It was
Yeah.
like God was playing a mean joke.
Yep.
And I was there's a part of me that like was sad because I
Yeah.
was like, oh my God. But then I'm
No,
also like,
no big boobs.
no big. Well, they were still
No big
huge.
boobs. Yeah.
They were still.
Okay.
I have a friend who thought they were trans. Wasn't trans. They
Yeah.
got them reduced to really small.
Okay.
And I was like, that's sad. No, that's
Okay.
sad.
Yeah.
That's really sad. And then,
But in reality,
but in reality,
in the clubs, you're gonna see a lot of different kind of boobs.
oh yeah,
Big,
big,
small,
small.
they
I
don't
don't care
care.
for the small. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mind the small.
Yeah. We don't mind the small. Here on the Tism Report,
Mhm.
doesn't matter what boobs you have.
Doesn't matter what boobs you have.
We love them all.
We love all
We
the
gotta love them
boobs.
all, man.
Yes. We love them all. Maybe
Okay.
not. We don't. Maybe. Well, do we love the man nipples? I don't want to like mislead
Nah,
people. Like, but you don't love my man boobs.
that doesn't count, you know.
That doesn't
We
count. We're
got
talking about women's
yeah,
breasts. Yeah.
women's breasts. They all know what we're talking
You
about.
know what we're talking about.
Okay.
Yes. We
Okay.
do have a preference for them brown, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yes. We
Right.
do like them big boobs. Yeah. No
Okay.
good. Yeah.
So, next tip for going on the strip club. Don't go on your phone.
Don't go on your phone.
If you're in the club, don't
turn off.
take out your phone and start scrolling because the bouncers think you might be trying to take a picture of the lady.
Exactly, that's a crime, right?
Yeah, it's a not good thing. That's not a good thing.
Yeah.
So they're gonna very much frown on that. So
imagine being a stripper called bouncer. That's a cool job.
Yeah.
That's
it. They have plenty of them there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, plenty of bouncers.
Yeah.
They need like a whole security team.
I guess if you're getting drunk around women, you should probably get some bouncers.
Yeah,
in
they
case
got a
some
whole
psycho
gang.
comes around and he's like, "Why can't I just grab him by the pussy?
Yeah,
why
pretty
can't
much.
I do that? Why is that ever? There's always been okay."
That's pretty much it.
Who's the president right now?
They need. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't do that. That's why the bouncers are there.
Yep, that's bouncer there, man.
I don't want to get. Imagine if we got in legal trouble. You know?
Yep. Just don't.
Yeah.
Don't mess with the bouncer,
Yeah, exactly.
man. Just do what the bouncer says.
Do what the bouncer says.
And,
do what the officer says.
And don't take out your phone and take pictures of the girls while they're there.
Yeah, I mean, why would you just take pictures of someone without their consent anyway?
Yeah.
It's just kind of
Yeah.
It's like what? Don't you know that?
Yeah.
Didn't you learn that somehow? Like,
Yeah, something.
Something. Yeah.
It's probably a thing. I don't know.
It's probably a thing.
It's probably a problem. There's somebody probably doing it.
Yeah, I mean, like
sounds like a not good thing.
It doesn't sound like a good thing.
Yeah.
I gotta ask you before you take their photo.
That's again.
But my mom's.
We went to the golden rule, which is treat the women with respect.
Treat the women with respect.
And if you take
golden rule, yeah.
And if you take the pictures of them, that's not treating with respect.
That's not treating with respect.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like paparazzi, but like
Yeah, it's just a lady.
It's just a lady.
Just a random lady. Yeah.
Yeah. You pay her for the photograph. You know.
Pay her.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think. Is that how it would work?
Nah.
No. Okay. Can you take a photo of a stripper?
No.
No.
Just don't.
Which is like.
Yeah. Just don't even try to justify it, man.
Don't try and justify it. Exactly.
Just remember.
Can't take a picture of the stripper.
Yeah, they're probably not gonna let you do that.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the strippers are pretty hot in the city, I believe. I keep touching the mic. I feel really stupid now.
Yep.
That's the third time. I can't do it again. That
Yep.
was a real big. That's if I do it again, I'm gonna feel really, really dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah, no more of that. Sorry about this. Are the women hot in the area?
Yeah. The one in Portland I go to is called Rick's Cabaret.
Rick's Cabaret.
Yeah, and I think a lot of them kind of drive up from Boston area. So
really.
So.
Nice.
Yeah, I think
Boston area.
Yeah,
I've been around there.
Yeah, we're getting some.
I've got some poon from there.
Yeah. Thing is, with the strippers, like they don't want to work in the city that they live in.
Yeah, Boston's expensive.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and also there's a lot of competition.
Yeah, so
Boston's
they're trying. Maybe we can move on. So don't take pictures of Joe. So.
Yeah.
When you go down to sit at the strip clubs, there's going to be two major places you can sit. You can sit at like a table, a round table with some nice comfy chairs.
Yeah.
Or you can go by the stage.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can sit up front at the stage. So
nice.
It's a big square stage, I guess.
Big square.
Yep. And there's a woman up there. She's dancing on the pole.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Firefighter.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
She's not dressed as a firefighter. She's dressed as naked.
As naked?
Yeah.
Nice.
So
yeah.
Okay, let's move on. So
move on.
So you're sitting there, and when you're sitting up by the stage, uh, she's gonna come around to you.
Hell yeah, she'll come around.
Yeah, she'll come around and she'll do stuff for you.
Hell
But
yeah.
you gotta take those ones, that we
Yeah.
those
How
$1
long do you think
bills.
for this
Yeah,
really
those
quickly?
$1 and $2 bills. So that's where you have the $1 and $2 bills when you're up against the stage.
Mhm.
You're up there and you gotta give them to the lady.
Got to give them to the lady, yeah.
Yeah, because she's not.
'Cause she's working.
Yeah, she doesn't have any clothes on.
Yeah, exactly. You got to
Yeah,
pay the woman with no clothes on.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you're up at the stage. You give her the money.
Mhm.
Sometimes you make it rain. You can, yeah, that's
Yeah,
the place.
baby.
That's the place to make it rain.
Oh, poor baby, you're a stripper. Yeah.
So a lot of the times when you give the woman the dollar bill, she'll let you put your face in her tits.
She'll let you do that?
Yeah,
Dude, that's fucking awesome.
yeah. She'll be like, "Hey, thanks for the dollar bill." Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. So sometimes she'll put like she'll be like, "Hey, put the dollar in my tits," and then you put the dollar in her tits, and then your hands on her tits.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, sometimes. Or if you don't like boobs, then she'd be like, "Put the money in my panties," and then you put the money in her panties.
Yeah. Would that be uncomfortable around her clit area or nah? Would you like put that
Yeah,
in her ass area or is she
I
fine?
put it on like a hip.
On a hip?
Yeah, put it on
Okay.
like a hip. So you kind of like you take the little undies
Oh yeah.
by the hip,
By the hip.
open it up, put the dollar bill in here, and
Yeah.
then snap it in.
Because those panties are sexy.
Yeah,
I don't know what I think it's the triangle shape
yeah,
is a sexy shape.
yeah, and
I don't know what's
it's
up with
covering
that.
up the vagina,
It's covering up the vagina.
and we very much
Yeah.
like the vagina
We
there.
we're fans of the vagina
Yeah,
on the Tism Report.
yeah. So
We are pro vagina.
absolutely.
Yeah, dude, we are pro vag.
So that's where you're tipping them. That's what with those dollar
That's
bills
where
are.
you're tipping them in the vag,
Yeah.
tipping the vag.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
Yes,
So
we do it.
sit at a table. Yeah.
Mhm.
So if you that's what you do if you're by the stage. If you sit at like a
Stage, yeah.
table,
Table.
one of those, I think that's where a lot of the women will come to you. She'll come to you and talk to you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Conversation.
Yeah. So
She's a character all of a sudden, yeah.
yeah, she's conversing.
Hi, I'm Damsel.
That's when you talk to them.
Yeah.
And also, you got to know how to motorboat girls' tits. Do you know how
Oh
to
yeah,
do that?
I've motorboated some girls' tits. Blah.
Fuck yeah, that's important.
Fuck yeah.
So that'll come up.
Yes,
That'll
indeed.
come
That
up
will come
at that,
up.
that club. So
That's a fun move.
that'll happen. Yeah, that's a good one. Got to
Yeah.
know in that. So then, when you're at a table, women will come up to you. Yeah, and they're gonna talk to you.
They're gonna talk to you.
Yeah, kind of.
Nice.
That's when you talk to the women and see what they're really like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's gonna be plenty of women there.
Plenty. A lot of women.
Yeah, plenty of women there, and Mr. Jack Gautry.
Uh-huh.
And you gotta pick one.
Ooh.
Yeah, you gotta talk to a woman, and you gotta see what her personality is like, and see what.
I did it again.
You did it again.
This is how dumb I am.
You're expelled from the podcast.
I'm out of here. I'm kicked out.
Okay. Yeah. So
I got it. No.
No, come back.
I'm coming back.
Come back, Jack. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So, out of all the women that'll be at that club, you gotta pick one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And these women are gonna try to get you to do is they want to give you a lap dance.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's when you go into a back room.
That's when we go to a back room
and get some privacy.
Privacy.
Yeah. You and her, and she's going to give you a lap dance.
Oh yeah, lap dance.
Now, lap dances are usually measured in songs. So
measured in a song. Ooh, that's a good measurement style.
Yeah,
so I'm going to pick. I'm going to pick the Rapper's Delight, which is 14 minutes.
Yeah. You don't get to pick the song. It's just whatever the DJ is playing at the moment.
I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, the big old loud music that they're playing. Then you're just gonna listen to that.
Yeah.
And whatever's playing, she's going to dance to you for you.
Fuck yeah.
Now, a lot of lap dance prices, they've kind of been subject to inflation. So Yeah, fuck.
What was the old price for the lap dance? I want to know. What was the old price? I want to know.
I think around $25 a song.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I know how much are they now.
Yeah, I think.
So,
no. I think. I'm just trying to remember. I literally just doing this whole thing from memory.
Yeah, of course.
So I think lately I've been paying $100 for 3 songs.
$100 for 3 songs. Yeah. How much is one song? Or did they charge it in 3 songs?
They don't really. They try to make it like a deal for you for 3 songs, but that's all the stuff you have to talk to a girl about.
Damn.
That's all negotiating.
Damn.
Yeah.
$100 for 3 songs.
Yeah.
Damn. That's freaking terrible.
That's terrible.
That's a terrible price.
What I tell you, this is expensive, man.
This is expensive.
I told you already.
Well, thank God we have money.
Yeah, you need the money.
That is a freaking $100 for 11. I'm just gonna put the. I'm
yeah,
just
but you
on
get
the stage. Put the money in the freaking panties.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, because $100 for 3 songs, I'm like, I like the idea of that.
Yeah.
And then the $100, I'm like, I don't know about that.
You're really cheap about it.
I'm a little stingy about that.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll pay. I'm willing to throw that at a woman. I don't know if.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the thing is, as the night goes on, that's all the women are gonna want to talk to you about. They're gonna try to get you to sell you a lap dance. So.
Yeah, because lap dance seems like where it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of like the idea of a lap dance, but you know. Yeah.
I know you're stingy, so.
I'm a little stingy with the money. I'm gonna be real.
You know what? I'm a little stingy too.
Stingy. I like my money. You know. I like women.
Yeah.
I like hugs. The guys can give me hugs.
Yeah. So.
You know, a hug can be free from a fella. You know. Fellas don't have pussies and big boobs and big butts.
Right.
Right. So it's a little bit like
Right.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. So. Rick's Cabaret.
Rick's Cabaret.
Yeah.
So, you pay the money for the lap dance. Yeah, you pay up front.
Pay up front, yeah.
And during those lap dances, you get to. This woman's going to not have a shirt. She's going to have her tits out.
Fuck yeah.
She's going to be only wearing panties.
That's like the hottest outfit for me is just panties.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
Isn't that a good one? Yeah. I like the socks too, just socks or socks and panties. Socks, yeah. Isn't that fucking hot? What is it? Get me going, I'll tell you.
So these women will be dressed nice, very nice costumes. She'll have her tits. And during the lap dance, she'll most likely let you feel her tits and feel her ass.
Fuck yeah. Are there cameras all over the strip club, by the way?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If they are, I can't see them because it's really dark and there's barely any lighting.
Yeah.
And then it's just loud music, and I don't care.
I don't care either.
Don't.
Well, I don't care, but I do like the idea of there should be security cameras there. Yeah.
You like the idea.
I like the idea of cameras being there. Well, because I'm like, this is a freaking nightclub. I want it to be super safe. You know.
Oh, okay.
I like this. I like the camera element.
Okay.
Because if there's like a camera, people won't be like totally off the walls crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah. But at the same time, there's bouncers everywhere. It should be safe enough.
Yeah, there's bouncers everywhere. Yeah. Maybe if you go, just ask one of the bouncers, do you have a security camera here?
I'm scared. Can you hold my hand when I touch your boobs?
Yeah. I'm scared. I'm scared, mommy. I'm scared from the lady. The lady's scared.
I will get intimidated by a really beautiful woman. I'm like, fuck. I feel myself getting dumb around her. I'm like, I don't. My penis is making me think dumb thoughts.
Yep. I gotta warn you about it, man.
Yeah,
you're going to encounter. Yeah.
To control us, men.
Absolutely.
That's what we paid for, exactly.
Yep. They're trying to control you, man.
Yeah.
That's what they're banking on, you know.
They're banking on that control. Yeah.
So she's going to try to convince you to give her money.
Exactly.
She's trying to extract the money from you to her.
And she's going to get that anyway. You know what I mean? If I'm going to a strip club, it's not because I don't have any money.
Right.
You're not going to be homeless in the strip club.
Nope.
Yeah,
you got to be a player in the strip club.
You got to be a playboy. Because we're surrounded by the bunnies.
Yeah.
Yep, they want a carrot. They want a freaking pound town.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a mouse give birth?
No.
I've seen like...
Why would I?
I've seen too many mice give birth.
Wait, well, how have you seen mice give
They
birth?
just fucking are out in the woods.
They're out
and
in
they
the wood.
fucking just give birth. They're the worst.
Are you?
Mice are the worst.
Are you okay? Are you going out into the woods?
I do. I've seen mice just
Sometimes.
like
Okay.
I've seen at the side of my driveway, a mouse just
At sight of
keel
your
over,
door.
start popping out pups.
Okay.
I've seen a mouse in the woods just
Okay.
popping out
Wow.
pups. I'm like, these mice, fuck.
I have no idea,
I have
man.
no idea either, but I've seen
Wow.
mice give birth.
This is breaking news
It's
from the
breaking
Tism
news.
Report.
I see
This is
these
breaking news.
mice are
And
horse.
yeah, 4 mice.
Poor mice.
Tonight at 11.
Tonight 11, we'll watch the mice
You
porn. Yeah. Mice porn, mice porn. Yeah. They're cute little fuckers. I'll tell you, mini mouse. Yeah. Mini mouse.
Mickey Mouse is fucking mini.
I got these gloves on.
Can't do the impression.
I'm doing so You've got no shirt on.
Oh, you broke me.
Ah.
You broke me.
It's okay.
You broke. I'm going down.
Ah.
I'm dying.
Strip club. Disney character strip club, but they're in costumes.
Perfect. Perfect. That's the best.
They just
Let's
they
do
take
it,
their
dude.
clothes off because
Yeah.
it's so sweaty. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna get sweaty in the strip club. We're like,
All the Disney princesses, they're
yeah.
gonna dance. Yeah.
That's
That's what I want.
Yeah, Disney is great. I didn't love what they did with the Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
Not all. Well, okay, a couple of them were pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you and say some of them weren't great. But
Maybe time for next podcast.
maybe time for next podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe next podcast.
Next podcast, Star
We can
Wars.
do an entire
Disney Strip
Star.
Club.
Okay, Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta do this.
Yeah.
It's our new business idea
Yes, indeed.
here in the Tism Report.
Here on the Tism Report. Yeah.
Oh man, where the heck was I? I gotta get back on track. So she's going to try to convince you, try to get you money, but in exchange for that money, she is going to, grind on your lap, and she's gotta feel your boner, gotta feel your dick,
Nice.
and yeah, she's probably gonna. Now, like the really, really good strippers, when they give you a lap dance, it's kind of like pretending to have sex with them,
Nice.
Yeah, like they make fake orgasm sounds, and
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
that's awesome.
I like the sounds from the women. I think,
Yeah.
I can't do a very good impression of it.
I'm not gonna try to.
I'm not gonna try and do it, but it sounds hot for some reason.
Yeah.
My brain's like, I like that noise.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if there was like a scene in a movie where the bad guy just has a really good fake orgasm voice and like,
Yeah, good.
and the bad guy's like,
what if like, oh my god, what if the hero punches the bad guy and he makes orgasm noises? Wait, what?
I was like, what?
What?
I know, I'm confused. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
Also, I remember like this. I think I wrote this one sketch where, like in Star Wars, where Darth Vader chokes the guy with the Force. He just starts making orgasm noises, and he starts jerking off. Like, or choke you, choke, Force choke,
choke my penis. Ow. Yeah. I'll tell you, man.
It's like, what the fuck?
What the fuck? I gotta
go. What are they doing?
Man.
Okay.
I gotta go pee.
Oh god.
Yeah. Oh god.
I think you drank the entire water there.
I did. I drank the entire water.
Yeah. So now you gotta pee again.
Now I gotta pee again. My penis is all this talk about hookers at strippers has gotten my penis.
Okay.
It's mostly strippers, but
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Okay, this is happening live on the podcast. Jack Autry is going to the bathroom and he can't.
Squirrel man.
Okay, can you bring the mic into the bathroom with you? I'm not hearing a no, so I guess you can. Thank you. I have been left here alone, you good people here on the Tism Report. I'm reporting the Tism by myself. My co-host has left me all alone. Now I have nobody to dispense my knowledge to. my knowledge of strip clubs over the years. And I am alone. All by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself anymore. This has been the musical minute here on the Tism Report. Hey, he's back.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that Maine cocaine is not soft for the sinus.
Maine cocaine, way to go.
Way to go.
And
yeah.
your hands are wet again.
My hands are extra wet, yeah, I'll tell you.
So,
I was just, playing with some Mary Jane. I got sticky fingers now.
oh, okay.
Nope. No, that's
that's
another classic impossible thing. There's no weed in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, where the heck was I?
We were talking about strippers.
In
we
this,
like them.
yeah, in this weird diatribe of giving advice for strip clubs. So,
yes, it's a good. It's interesting. I'll tell you, because I have never been to the strip club.
Yeah.
I've never been. I freaking just my water bottle is like. Yeah. On my penis right there.
Yeah. Guess we gotta throw this in the trash now.
We'll throw it in the trash now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I've.
That's a cap as well.
That's just how we do it.
We'll get that after the podcast.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Don't you worry about it. Yeah. Nice audience.
No worries.
So, where was I?
Ooh.
So, one other important part of advice in the strip clubs is don't wear sweatpants.
No sweatpants. Why not sweatpants?
It's kind of a very old thing in the strip club universe. I've had most of the clubs I went to had like a sign that says no, you can't wear sweatpants. They had signs.
Why? Boners too big?
Yeah, I think
penis envy.
Boners are too big. Penis envy. I think what really happened is in the 80s and the 90s. There's a trend of guys just wearing sweatpants to the strip clubs, and they kind of just bring them down and flash the strippers their Johnson there.
Yeah,
they're flashing their
dick at the
stripper.
That's not exactly how. That's not exactly how the strip club works.
Yeah,
it's the woman's job to do that.
Yeah, so you gotta not take your dick out at the strip.
Exactly. Because that's a lewd conduct, if I'm not mistaken.
That's a very bad thing.
It's a bad thing. It's a
next piece of advice.
Good piece of advice.
Don't take your dick out, Jack.
If you have a question, yes, I have got a lewd conduct before.
Okay.
In college.
Okay.
It was I thought it was
let's
fun.
Hear this.
Yeah, dude. I was jerking off in my room alone. I was watching some hot MILF porn.
Okay.
And
so far so good.
So far so good. I was on the floor. On my roommate's board. He was like supposed to be in class that day. He'd been missing class.
Okay.
His name's we're gonna call him Bry, because I don't want to say his real name.
Okay.
But he opened the door,
roommate,
and he was like, "Hey," I just got back from the shower, and I'm like, "Hey, I'm just jerking off. Can I finish real quick?" And he's like, "No," and I'm like, "Dude, it'll be really fast. Like, I'm almost there."
Oh.
And he goes, "No." I'm like, "When are you gonna be out of the room next?" And he goes, I'm not gonna leave the room again today." And that's an obvious lie, because he's gonna have to go to the bathroom eventually.
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Oh, fuck you, man." I start jerking off hard.
Okay.
And he whips out his phone camera.
Okay.
And I finish. He doesn't, like, I made sure I was like, if he doesn't see my penis, I'm good.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work that way. I was like, I mean, at least he didn't see my penis, but at the same time, like, I mean, who cares if he sees my penis? It's bigger than his anyway.
Who cares?
Who cares? Yeah.
We're done.
So I got a lewd conduct for that.
Okay.
Deserved. I mean, they did say public 3 times in the lewd conduct thing. That's where I was like, but I'm in my own house.
I guess.
Isn't that, like, there's public is 3 times. What?
I don't know.
Public is that. I guess that wasn't as...
American justice system isn't that good. So.
It isn't that. It's the college justice system.
Yeah.
So they're mostly just covering up assault accusations.
So, wow, yeah.
Wow. Let's be honest.
Like, I thought I was a bad roommate.
Exactly, yeah. That was probably not the best thing to do as a roommate. I'll be honest. That's my bad.
So
don't jerk off
So don't jerk off in public.
Don't jerk off in public. Yes, even if it's your own, don't do that. It's illegal. Yeah. It's lewd conduct.
Run.
Yeah, I wrote a little song. I got a little song.
Okay, what's your song?
Hey, yo, hey, Yo, is my. Hey, yo, if you know me, I wanna make love to AOC. You know, she got a real good brain, just married on the back of a subway train. You know, she got a homemade pizza, and you know that I love to eat. Ha, legalized. What's in the bong? We caught lewd conduct on the White House lawn. Yeah, dog, you know we rock on. You know that I like her. She's got a hot thong. It is made of the best near pizza. You know that I like to smoke with a reefer. In the car, in Central Park. You know that we just like to spark. You know, she got a little dog. She likes to be in Congress and under the floorboards. Looking up her freaking skirt. You know that I am like Papa Smurf, yeah, cause I am wearing that red. Today is not a good example, I said. You know that we got this rocket-thon. Me and AOC, she likes to flog my dolphin. You know that I got the big snake. You know that she got the bald eagle. It's great. Yeah, I am moving it, people. You know that marijuana fucking's legal. Yeah, you know that I got the devil in me when I'm fucking her. You know that it is so. When I send worm in her freaking, you know, that spot, it comes first. You know that we're gonna do this with the bird. I called the woman a bird. You know that that is just what you heard. I think she smells so great, and I get her wet than the Great Lakes. Yeah, I like to film dirty movies like they do in California with the boobies. You know that I like to get sushi and I like to eat hers out rolling doobies. Yeah, you know that she got a little cut. You know that I don't do cocaine. Well, what? You know that she got the big butt. I like in the squad. You know, lad. I like to fuck her. You know that we are gonna get right with the bubbles. All the bubbly, you know that we're gonna do this on a running spree. Cause you know we've been active, you know that it is really attractive. When she's wearing nothing but the pizza thong, you know that I am feeling like that. Chiba Chiba is so strong, you know that we're gonna do this with my lungs. Yeah, make her breathe real heavy. You know we like love and war, it is my buddy. Yeah, we wrestle like we played rugby. You know that I got my little slutty study buddy. You know it's never crummy, cause we making bread. It's feeling lucky. I get a little like that. You know that it's gonna be doing it with her back, getting it really wet. I hope she's not Mexican, cause that'd be racist. I bet. You know, she's just Hispanic. I don't know what. I like to eat pussy like I'm vanished. You know that I don't speak your language, but I kind of like what you're doing because I am gonna vanish after tonight. I keep on the move. It's part of my life. Yeah, watching that strip show live. You know that we're gonna do it in our lives. Yeah, you know that we're making it rain. Them girls are squirting when we pull out our change. Yeah, you know that we're getting good brain. In the strip club, there's no cameras, man. Yeah, you know that we're gonna do it ridiculous, and I am getting in the slickest chicks in the strip club. You know they cause trouble, but I got the bubbly. It's the double girls. You know I get double blowjob at the same time. You know that I like to rhyme. 2, 4, 6, 8 hoes great. You know that I'm gonna do that with my manscape, cause I got that buzzing. You know that I can make her button get buzzing. Yeah, and she's loving, she's screaming. You know that I fuck like a fucking demon. Yeah, she's wet for American pride. You know that I'm better than the vibrator. You know that I rhyme is greater, and you know that it is like with my saber. I'm sharp the way I get in that cut. You know that I like a girl with a fat ass butt, little bit. Hey, I'm just a man. You know that I wanna get in your pants, and I got them big old jeans. You know that they're American. That's what I mean. Yeah, we're gonna get in it. We make it rain in the strip club with the business. Yeah, they touch us, we're stiff, like we're playing that statues game. You know that we are gonna be rapping all the same. wrapping them up in a freaking comforter, and then we're gonna be fucking her, cause I got a Muslim fetish. Understood. You know that run the word, it is good. You know that I'm a good crook, and I know you like a bad boy. You know that we're gonna be rapping for that joy. Yeah, it's in the joints, in the bones. You know we like that while we're home. Yo, me and you, let's get alone. I will take you. Yeah, we'll be with a lot of other people. You know that I'm flyer than the seagulls at the beach. You know that is how I like to speak. You know that boom boom chi, boom boom chi. Gonna do this like the who knew he could beatbox so well and freestyle like the frickin' Jezebel's gonna make him swell. Yeah. Oh,
I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
The ambulance. Oh,
Dude, that was fucking lit, man. Bro, we were good. Hell yeah. That was not as bad as I thought it would be.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Good thing we're rolling.
Good thing we're fucking rolling, man.
Yeah.
That was great. That's how easy it is to be a real recording.
I'm gonna die.
I'll save you, Chris. I'll give you the CPR. You'll be safe. I'm CPR
Thank
certified. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll save you. I'm like a doctor, but maybe better. I probably can get you better drugs.
Okay.
I'm kidding, obviously. Unless you're a child, then obviously you can get the better drugs.
Oh,
I'm kidding. I don't support none of that. It's a character. I'm too in. I obviously commit the crimes, but I'm innocent. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
that's it's not even bad. Yeah. Woo.
Woo.
Woo. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Great. I guess we're gonna start a band now.
We're gonna start a band called the AOC Fan Band.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I think she's hot as fuck.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm a man. Goddamn. I
That's
gotta.
a good one.
Yeah. It's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll tell you.
So, where was I?
Where were we?
We were still talking about my
Strip club rules.
strip club rules.
You know what you're doing in the strip club.
Yeah.
So. Oh yeah. We know what we're doing.
Yeah. So, it's all about finding the right girl, Jack.
All about finding the right girl in the strip club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find one you really, really like. You know, one that's gonna go the extra mile.
Yes, indeed. You want a hard-working stripper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thing is, over my time in the strip clubs, some of the strippers might solicit you to have sex.
Are you serious?
Yeah, for money, you know. They'll say if you give me like money, I'll let you have sex with me. Yeah, like a lot of money. That's happened to me like
more than once.
Yeah, more than once.
God damn.
Maybe like.
And that's
maybe
illegal.
Like
Last time I checked, unless you're in Nevada.
Yeah, yeah, and
unless you're, I mean, that is cool.
So yeah, sometimes you might encounter a woman who
is a stripper but really a hooker.
Yeah, who will try to have sex with you for money.
That does make you feel kind of good when a woman offers to have sex with you for money. Yeah. It's like, I've been chosen. Wow.
Yeah, I guess so. But in my advice, in my my little corner of the world and my lived experience, don't do it.
Don't do that. You don't want to end up like Bill Gates, where people are like, well, maybe he. Well, maybe you don't want to end up like Bill Gates, but his wife.
Don't have sex
with like that.
Don't have sex with a woman for money.
Don't have sex with a woman for money. It's like, do you? Yeah.
Yeah. In my little opinion,
It's a little smart opinion, I think. It's a powerful opinion.
Yeah, so.
Have sex with a woman for free.
Yeah. Sex with a woman for free.
Yeah, and then the first time is free, and then the second time you have to pay.
Yeah.
Just take the first time.
Yeah. Okay, so. You might call me a square, but
no, that's actually good information.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, I mean,
don't have sex with a woman.
Exactly. She's not your buddy,
Yeah,
she's not. You're not helping out your buddy with like a crime or whatever, like a good partner in crime would.
Yeah.
This is a woman who's trying to take advantage of you for money. She's probably using it for drugs or I don't know, her pimp or whatever.
Yeah, probably.
Probably, I don't know.
Probably the pimp.
Probably the pimp.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and also I don't know if you've ever met I think I might have met a pimp once, a homeless pimp.
A homeless pimp.
I'm gonna call him Jurg because I always like when we start speaking of names, I might call it like a big girl. I once met Jay, and I just dropped the rest of her name. Yeah. So this guy named Erg. I'm pretty sure he's a pimp.
He's a pimp.
I think he's a pimp. because he will say things like, "You want a fucker?" And he'll point to a woman who he's like with, who looks like
Okay.
she would be a hooker. This happened at the high fidelity spot that I have like comedy open mics at that, or
Yeah,
my
at that high fidelity
high
place. So
fidelity, yeah, Mountain,
you're at high fidelity, and
yeah.
what else happens to you?
I mean, he was
Then
like, "Want to fuck her?" And he's pointing to this like attractive woman who he
okay,
brought with him, and I'm like, "This guy is he really a pimp?
okay,
You want to fuck her?" I'm like, "What?" He has a hat on.
okay. Is there more to that interaction, or
Yeah, there's
how
more of
did
that
we get him?
interaction.
Yeah.
He has a hat on. He's been to other comedy open mics too.
Okay.
He's got skiers on the hat, and I'm
Okay.
like, skiing. He's got a hat. I know somebody who used to sell cocaine way back in the day. Said
Okay.
that backwards baseball hats were like supposedly, I don't know, supposedly a sign that someone's willing to sell you cocaine.
Yeah.
I have no idea if he sells cocaine. I don't really want to ask. I don't really.
Yeah.
I never bought
Seems
cocaine.
like a seedy
He
character,
seems
you
like a
say.
seedy character. I have nothing against that,
Yeah.
but he seems like
You
he
got to make some snap judgments,
snap judgment, like,
to
yeah,
self-preserve,
for self-preserve. You don't maybe,
preserve yourself,
yeah,
you know.
barstool pimp.
Yeah,
Where do you really
survival.
want barstool pimp pussy?
I
You know
don't
what I
know.
mean?
Yeah.
Seems like I hate to
It's a
say it, that's
homeless man pimp.
a homeless pimp, which is a
Okay.
cool thing to be. I'm not going to
Yeah,
pretend
kind of.
that's not. If you're a pimp and you're homeless, you are of course a little cool.
Yeah.
That is, in my
If you're
estimation.
like homeless and a pimp, are you a bad pimp, or
I guess you
do you
could
need
be. You
money?
do need a
Do
little
pimps
money.
get the money?
I
And
think if you're a good homeless pimp, you might be making some money,
okay.
unfortunately, or you might have some real value if you're a homeless pimp.
Yeah.
Because I think pimps don't always they're good at more. They try and be good at more than one thing, whether it be like drug dealing or finance, like maybe Jeffrey Epstein. So some say I
Yeah.
don't need
Always bringing it back to that.
exactly, yeah. I mean
But
we were talking about it earlier, but I don't know
yeah,
if
well,
obviously I don't know if it's he was supposedly into finances. He would like he would
yeah.
filter money or something. I have heard. I don't. That's not on NPR. I didn't read that NPR. That is word on the street.
Hmm.
That's not good information. A little birdie told me is
Yeah.
basically what had happened.
So
Yeah. So
got to get back to the topic.
gotta get back to the
Back
topic.
in, so you're in the strip
We're in the
clubs,
strip clubs.
and you find a nice woman that
A
you're
nice
so
woman.
very attracted to, and who's very nice.
Ooh la
So
la.
then you take her back,
Nice.
and
Mm-hmm.
you pay her for a latte. It's very nice.
Oh
And
yeah.
so
Yeah.
when she's giving you a lap dance
Uh huh.
there, she's probably going to try to sell you something even more even more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
The next level, let's say,
The next level.
is
DJ.
yeah, in that situation they have in the club they have what's called a champagne room. Are you
Champagne
aware
room.
of it?
I have heard rumors of this champagne room. I have never
Absolutely.
seen them
So
myself.
so let me just say right off the bat, there's no sex in the champagne.
No sex in the
Yeah,
champagne room. That's a
yeah.
sign.
That's yeah, that's just something they have to do. Just something legal, so
Oh, really? They have a sign? Do they
they
have a?
don't they
Okay,
don't
so
have
they
a
have a sign.
sign, they just
Mhm.
tell you.
They just tell you no sex in the
Yeah,
champagne room.
so
And what does the champagne room entail? Because the champagne room sounds kind of sexy,
it
a little
is. It's
sexy.
very sexy.
Mhm.
So what they do is if you say to this woman, "Yes, I want to go to the champagne," you're saying, "Ah." She takes you upstairs to the second level of a building.
Second level of the
Yeah.
building. Yeah.
So
Mhm.
and then you'll go to a desk,
A desk.
and there's a woman behind the desk,
Mhm.
and she's going to handle the money.
Okay.
You're going to pay her,
All right.
and she's going to say, "In this champagne room, you get 1 hour."
Hour.
Yeah,
That's enough time to have sex.
yeah, it is.
Yeah. Mhm.
So you get an hour, you get the
Mhm.
girl, you get a bottle of champagne.
Nice.
Yeah, you get to drink it. So if you like champagne, that's what you get.
Nice.
Then you hang out with this woman for an hour,
Mhm.
and she's naked and dancing for you.
Awesome.
Yeah, she
Mhm.
still has her panties on,
Yeah.
still has her boobies out, but you're spending a lot more time with her.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so
A good time. Yeah.
yeah,
Full hour.
yeah,
Nice. And have you been to the champagne room?
I have.
That's something I'm asking. Like, have you fucked a lot of women
I've
before?
fucked a lot of
Have you
them.
been to the champagne room?
Good question.
Champagne.
So, yeah,
Fake
yeah.
pain.
I've had some. I know officially We have to tell you, there's no sex in the champagne.
Officially, they have to tell you that for legal reasons because
Yeah, I
everybody
know.
wants sex in the
Nobody's.
champagne
Yeah,
room.
but they can't sell sex.
Mhm.
Can't.
That's illegal unless you're in Nevada.
Yeah, yeah.
Nevada really wanted that, didn't they? They were like, "We're gonna have everybody comes here to cheat on their wife." This is what some guy is saying in Atlanta.
Yeah, here's the thing.
It's not Atlanta, but you know.
Yeah, in Nevada, I think what they had there was actually it's kind of a desert there in Nevada,
Oh, it's a
so
desert.
they just needed like reasons for people to show up. Like there's freaking nothing else here. There's
That's the
tumbleweeds.
best way to frame it ever.
Yeah, that's basically it.
There's no
There's
reason
like a desert.
other
It's
to
just
be in a desert.
flat. There's
It's just
nothing.
flat for miles.
So they said to themselves, you know what? We need like a reason for people to come here. So they legalized gambling,
Legalized gambling in
legalized
the airport.
prostitution,
Prostitution, whatever you
and
want.
yeah. So
It's
they
like
just
Amsterdam.
became yeah.
It's like Amsterdam.
Okay.
Because Maine, isn't there a room? I tried googling this. It doesn't seem like it's true. There's a rumor that a bunch of comedians are saying, a couple comedians are saying that like Maine. That's probably conspiracy, honestly. If it's a rumor, means pretty much conspiracy.
Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. Maine has deprioritized prostitution for women. Women
Okay.
can be prostitutes. They won't get in trouble for it. There was some guy in Yarmouth, my hometown, who
Okay.
got in trouble from running a massage parlor or whatever.
Oh yeah.
That was not really a massage parlor.
Okay.
Yes, and I don't think the women were in trouble for it. Only he was.
Okay.
So there
Yeah, I
might be some
think
truth to it.
yeah, I
Maybe.
think here's the thing. I think in like the world of
Mm-hmm.
massages, I think
Feel good.
yeah, I think in their whole thing they have this happy ending
Happy
thing.
ending thing.
Yeah, I think and that's just where the woman jerks you off.
Yeah, I don't really like being jerked off.
Yeah, but
You?
no,
I don't. It's
I
like
haven't.
I'd rather get a blow job. I know that's like not
Yeah,
very
yeah,
sanitary or whatever, but
yeah. It's like a hand job is not the best job,
it's not the best job.
but whatever.
You
So
got big nails.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just in the massage
Whoa.
world, that's
Mm-hmm.
actually it's actually a thing, the happy ending. So it's
Yeah.
just they see it. There are just a lot of deep tissue massages that just see the jerking off as part of the massage. Like they
Yeah.
feel just like as a release, part of the healing, part of the massage deep tissue stuff. So
Yeah. I
I
know.
think it kind
Yeah.
of just I don't know where it was, but I think just here in the states it translates to prostitution and
It's pretty much prostitution.
yeah, kind of.
Didn't like some guy on our football team, Patriots, didn't he get in trouble for that? A
Uh,
happy ending or whatever,
wasn't that
allegedly.
who owns the
Allegedly.
Patriots? Robert
That was
Kraft.
Robert Kraft.
Yeah,
That's right, Robert
right.
Kraft.
Yeah, he's
He got
like
his balls deflated illegally.
yeah, he's just
Yes.
he's just kind of like a rich guy.
Rich
So
guy.
yeah, he has the prostitutes. Yeah,
Here's the
he has the
prostitutes.
money. Yeah,
He has the money. He
when
gets the
you're a
prostitutes.
billionaire, you can just do whatever.
You could basically like
Yeah,
you have
you
enough money
just
to
have
like
prostitutes. Yeah.
yeah to have
So
prostitutes. Yeah,
it's not good,
it's
but
not good.
we should kill all billionaires. But
Why are there even? We can't.
we
If you
can't
have
have.
$99.9 million,
Yeah,
I mean, like that's. I mean, $99 million.
yeah,
Do we really need more than a billion? Maybe we do, and I'm not seeing it. But
yeah.
like,
They're just hoarding.
it seems like hoarding. This is the whole
It's just yeah,
Reaganomics thing, where it's like, well, don't billionaires just hoard their money once they have enough of it? They don't need more than one yacht. I know.
yeah.
I date a woman whose dad owned a yacht.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, they just keep getting more
they
yachts.
just keep getting. Oh
It's
yeah, they
it's
do.
bullshit. Yeah.
Exactly. If
They
I
just buy
yeah
all the yachts. They
yeah
just want
exactly.
all the yachts because
It,
they're freaking insane.
it's freaking insane the wealth divided, and I I think we're living pretty good in America. People across the border
Yeah, kind of.
go here because it's pretty great.
Oh, now you made it political.
I made a political
Yeah,
fuck, but I still don't like too many billionaires because it's like it's too much. It's like absurd amounts of money.
it really is.
Yeah,
So yeah, I think public sentiment's really going to that.
exactly. Yeah, I know politics makes our brains uncomfortable. Okay,
Yeah.
move on.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Back to talking about where the heck was I? So the
Mm-hmm.
champagne room.
Champagne
Yeah.
room.
So
Mm-hmm. No pleasure, no
yeah.
champagne.
So officially, there's no sex in the champagne room.
Officially, no
Unofficially, there are some stories I can tell you. Yeah. Okay. Had some crazy times. There might be.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a good sign for you, Jack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you're getting a lap dance from a woman and she's still kind of in her panties, and she just kind of flashes you her vagina.
Mm-hmm.
That means that woman.
Yeah, that woman.
You picked the right woman.
You picked the right woman. Fuck yeah. Mm-hmm. I like the flash.
So look for that.
Look for that. Oh yeah. Lunch. Could get a date with a stripper. Yeah.
You want a date one?
Lunch. I mean, who wouldn't?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't actually
Not
met a
really,
real
yeah.
stripper yet. Actually, I don't.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so I don't think any. Maybe
Yeah,
I have. Maybe I have.
Maybe.
I don't know.
You know what? Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bring it to one of my big final points, which is don't fall in love with the strippers. Yeah,
That's a good. That's a good
yeah,
rule.
that's
Don't
the
fall in
point.
love
Yeah,
with the strippers.
yeah, they don't really like you. They're just pretending
They're just pretending it's part of their job.
to
It's
get,
customer service.
yeah, to get your money.
Yes, and
Yeah.
we appreciate the effort.
Yeah,
We do.
we appreciate it. We respect them.
We respect you.
Wanna
Got to make your money, gal.
Yeah.
Pal. Yeah.
Want to feel their boobies.
Want to feel your boobs.
Yeah.
Big boobs.
Yeah.
Big boobos.
Get to see those boobs.
Yes, indeed.
So.
And the strippers are pretty hot at Ray's Cabaret, you'd say.
Rick's Cabaret.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
Rick's Cabaret. Rick's Cabaret.
Okay, yeah. So onto that part. You might find just kind of like a smattering of women.
Smattering.
Yeah, you might find some women that you think are hot. There might be some women there that you think aren't hot at all.
Really?
There are some women. Yeah, there are some women that just kind of cake themselves in makeup and try to really doll themselves up. But there's some women that you don't want to mess with like at all.
Yeah.
And you gotta make that distinction, Jack.
Gotta make that distinction. I mean, there's something for everyone.
Yeah,
you know?
There's something for everyone.
There's something for everyone. Yeah.
So it's all about finding the right girl.
Finding the right girl, and also personality.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. I think
personality. Yeah.
The look is your hot stripper's always gonna probably sell more than the ugly stripper.
Yeah, probably.
However, there's gonna be a guy.
There's gonna be
There's ads on I've never seen on porn ads where it's like ugly girls near you want to fuck. It's like I know, I fucked them.
You fucked them.
Yeah.
That's a good one though.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's like lonely singles in your area. Yeah, I know. I'm lonely. It's me. I found him.
Yeah, exactly.
The call is coming from inside the house.
Yes, indeed. I didn't know I could make money off these myself. Wow.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, yeah.
Lonely singles.
I'm a male gigolo, obviously, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good. So, you might find women that you don't think are attractive, but there's other guys out there who might think they are attractive.
Exactly,
it's all about them, but let's focus on you. You gotta find a woman that you think is attractive. So
you gotta find a woman that you think is attractive, yeah.
And then you get a lap dance from them, and you pretend to have sex with them, but you keep your clothes on.
Yes, indeed.
And they'll get naked and they'll let you feel your boobies.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
And our future's full of more sex, of course.
Absolutely, full of sex.
Full of sex.
And then have a very nice, relaxing evening.
Oh yeah, it's a nice, relaxing evening.
Yeah.
Yes, I've had the sex. I've had
all of the sex.
I've had a lot of the sex. I haven't had. Yeah.
I've had like 3 sex.
I haven't had as much sex as I wish I've had.
Yeah.
You know Yeah, I know. Yeah,
we always need to have more.
We always need to have more. I think that makes it kind of because this is why there's some straight fellas that are like, well, the gay guys have it the best because they just have sex with each other all the time.
Yeah,
that's kind of awesome.
Yeah, that's definitely good.
There's something to that.
Like the whole thing. Yeah, it's like just us straight guys. We're kind of horny all the time.
We're horny all the time,
and that translates over to the gay guys because
it does.
They're still horny all the time.
It would suck to be a gay guy because you're turned on by your friends probably. And then you're like, well, I can't fuck my friends. You know what I mean? So, you got a lot of lady friends.
Yeah.
As a gay guy, I think.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think if I was like I don't understand why. Do you think like gay guys hate women?
I think I've heard gay guys say that tried to fuck me. I've heard gay guys say that they are jealous of women because most guys are straight.
Okay,
and like women. It makes sense.
Yeah, I know, we're thinking some women are like the incel culture, like
some women are incels. You think?
Man. Yeah, I think so. I think women are.
You don't want to do.
Women are like men hate women or something.
Yeah, there's a
The
few
women,
incel cultures.
yeah, the women hate. The
Yeah, I think men hate too.
yeah, kind of
Yeah.
like we.
We're not all love.
Yeah, there's just kind of like men out there who are hating on the women just because
Yeah,
the women existing.
and the women are existing and
Yeah.
not fucking them, and it's like,
Yeah.
well, why don't I?
Yeah.
I deserve it. I
Yeah.
deserve it. And it's like, if you had a girlfriend, then you kind of deserve.
Yeah, that's
it.
kind of
That's about it.
that's really.
You can't just be like, oh, I want sex and it's not being provided.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
just
little
want.
work.
Yeah, I just I think to myself, why aren't those like some gay guys kind of into that?
Are
Like,
some gay guys into that?
no, I just want like a gay
Incel gay guy.
incel.
Incel gay guy.
Yeah, one guy who's just kind of on
Why are these
like
men
the
not
internet
fucking
on
me?
the podcast. Just one man who's on the podcast like, I hate all the women in the things. Why do women have to be in the things? I'm a man. I'm a gay man.
I'm a gay man. I don't
I
see
want
myself
one
represented
gays.
enough.
So we
Yeah,
gotta take the rights away from these women because I'm gay
yeah,
and I'm gay. Knock it off with the women.
exactly.
Like I know like women like they just had like Roe v. Wade and
Roe v. Wade was overturned. Yeah,
it
big
was
deal.
overturned. Like
I'm
I
pretty
thought like
I'm pretty pro Roe v. Wade. I think.
yeah
I'm
yeah
cool with it to like third semester, and then I'm like, you should have known.
third semester.
Third semester or trimester. Yeah.
Whatever it is.
I'm like, you should have known third semester, trimester. I'm like,
Yeah.
by then I'm like, it's kind of too late. I think I kind of agree with the conservatives. But before then, I'm like, I
You
fucking
hit it
am so
again, man.
stupid, dude. That's where it's okay.
Maybe we should change the setup or something. I
Wait,
don't know.
no, I think it's just me. I just keep hitting this microphone like an idiot. That's like the fifth time. I
Yeah.
feel so stupid, man. I just like,
I don't
it's
know,
not gonna
man.
happen again. It's not gonna happen again.
Okay.
It's not gonna happen again. That's a fifth
gonna
time.
say it.
Yeah.
So I was making a political point.
Yes, you're making a political point, and I was agreeing.
Yeah.
I am
So-
still. Yes.
Where was I going? I wasn't going anywhere.
I think you were saying that Roe v. Wade. We like it. I think we like it. We like Roe v. Wade, but not
Yeah.
overturned.
Yeah.
I didn't like the overturning bit. I was
Yeah,
a
I think,
little
like-
bummed. I'm like, well, I don't want to be a dad. I'm 21.
Yeah.
You know.
So let's get back to the topic.
Back to the topic, right? Mm-hmm.
Strip clubs. I think
Strip clubs.
I've imparted
Fuck yeah.
all of my knowledge for strip clubs onto
I have
you,
the
Jay.
wisdom for the strip clubs.
Yeah.
I would have showed up in sweatpants and no money if it wasn't for you, Chris.
Right.
I would have been crying at the strip club.
Absolutely.
It would have been a total sweatpants fest.
Yeah, sweatpants.
I'd be sweating alone in my pants.
Now, do you have any questions?
Any questions? You know,
Any burning questions or desires?
what did the women look like who wanted to have sex with you for money? Because yeah, were they hot? Not.
Smattering. There's some that were actually hot.
Wow.
Some were hot, yeah.
Damn. I'm like, because like if I was in a strip club, I don't know. I hope that I would have the wherewithal to be like, no,
Yep.
instead of yeah.
Yeah, kind of. You need the willpower.
And the
Jack. You need
willpower.
the willpower inside of yourself.
Exactly. I would go to Amsterdam or
Yeah.
Thailand or Nebraska for the freaking prostitution. I don't see
yeah.
anything wrong with that. I think you probably want to wear a condom because like
Yeah.
they're a whore.
Yeah.
It's a whore. I think wearing a condom's like the right move. I think.
Yeah. Again, just
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
in my experience, don't have sex for money.
Don't have sex for money. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never done that, but you know.
Yeah.
I'd wear a condom if I did.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, and I wouldn't do it for money.
Right.
Too much money.
Gotta
Anyway.
wear the condom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah. Being a male gigolo seems like a dream job for a guy.
Yeah. You just
Yeah.
have sex with the women for money.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't exist, I don't think, as a real job, but it's a fun job to.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't
like
think it's
It's
real.
like a fantasy.
It's kind of a fantasy job.
Yeah, kind of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Plus, like in the gigolo world, like I think
I've
the
done it a
women are
couple
like
times, but
old.
yeah, old.
Yeah, sometimes
Old women like gigolos.
in the jungle. Yeah,
I kind of like the.
they're like old rich women
I
who
would fuck an
have
old
no
rich
money
woman.
and they just need male attention.
I would fuck a milf. I like my porn account is
Not
full of
even
milf.
like a milf, like a
a gilf.
Yeah, gilf. Like
yeah,
not even like a gilf, like a grandma you wouldn't fuck.
grandma you wouldn't fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some of these girls are getting no sex and they are thinking like, hey, I don't know what like I said, I fucked ugly women before. Yes, they are horny. Yes, the
Yeah.
ugly women are horny because
Yeah,
they
they
don't
are.
get any sex. They have great personalities.
Yeah.
Women who are hideous have great personalities.
Yeah.
Quote me.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I mean, do it. I
So,
don't care. Typically, I mean, there's some hot women with some good
yeah.
personalities too. Have any questions?
No,
Yeah.
we should be close to wrapping this up.
Hell yeah.
Any other questions, Jay?
I have no other questions. If anybody wanted to ask the hot women that have good personalities, they were
Yeah.
cheating on their boyfriends with me. So I mean, just keep
Cool.
that in mind if you think that, well, you had sex. Yeah, we've had the sex.
Yeah.
We've done pretty good.
Yeah, we've had some.
That's basically like that was the dream for as
Yeah.
a teenager for me was
Yeah.
have sex, do drugs, join a band.
Yeah.
Those were the three things.
Yeah.
And I did those things.
Way to go.
Oh yeah.
We did it.
We
Time
did
to
it.
retire.
Time to retire.
Yeah.
Dreams complete.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You know it, Chris?
Absolutely.
Absolutely,
I
brother.
think it's going to do it for
I think
this
it's gonna do
episode
it.
of
We
the
did it.
podcast. Yeah. So thank you for joining us for the Tism Report, everybody. I've been your host, Chris Fritz.
I've been Jack Autry.
Yep.
This has been Chris, Mr. Fritz.
All right. Thanks for listening, guys. Have a good day.
Have a good day.